Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the I Hate Your Opinion podcast. A
And
podcast
actually, I hate it more. Go ahead, Maddie.
I'm trying to introduce it.
Okay, I mean, you can still introduce.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Anyways,
Do you need me to take over, Maddie?
no, shut up. Okay, the preface of this podcast is that I, Maddie, and my friend, what's your
Dear
name?
friend.
My dear
Greatest
friend. What's your name?
Philip.
Philip.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast is just for us to bicker freely. And the idea of it just came from the fact that we argue all the time, or how we have discussions, very passionate discussions all the time. And we just wanted to put it in the form of a podcast. So, Philip, we prepared a number of topics, or if there's anything in your recent life that you want to bring up, we can do the most. And also, like, this isn't meant to be like an argument. It's just me and Philip have very differing opinions on everything, and I feel like it makes out to be pretty entertaining. Would you agree?
Yeah. And also, we were also talking about how us clashing is actually helping us become better people. Right.
I agree.
Right?
Okay,
Yep.
I agree with that opinion.
We have to like warp our minds to like understand one another.
Dude,
and it's like
I've warped my mind to like the furthest it can be warped. I still don't understand you. Dude, Philip is like an enigma to me. Like, I call him an enigma all the time because like I just don't understand your mind. I don't understand like anything that goes through your head. I'm not even joking.
But I think like sometimes the things I say, like I'm just kind of like rapid firing it, like it's not 100% my actual opinion, right? It's
Yes,
just like
it is, dude. It's like your
I
first
have
instinct.
like I have the thought and I want to like just share it to like see, like I either think it's entertaining that I want to share it, or I think it's interesting that I want to share it, or I want to hear your take on it. So
Or you're
that's
trying
kind
to
of where I'm
provoke
coming
me.
maybe a little bit. But,
Okay. One of the most recent what's the most recent thing we argued about? Oh, the height thing? Explain what you meant by that. Explain to the audience what you were bringing up.
Wait, but I don't want to offend any of our shorter listeners.
But it's just they're not going to get married to you.
You never know.
Just say it. Unless you're worried this is going to ruin your prospects. I'm trying to look where you talked about
I think
it.
I can share. I can share it because it's like I said, it's like my
Are
thoughts.
you afraid?
Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
The short people might not marry me, but I'm also not married to the thought that I have.
Okay, can you just give context?
Okay. So I was thinking about like, for quite a long time now, I've been thinking about my potential person I would date / partner / get married to / have kids with, maybe, if I ever do. That's another topic in itself. I don't even know if I want kids or not. But in the case that I do have kids, I want my kids to have like a better life than me. And that includes them being, especially if they're a boy, I want them to be taller than me, or at least as tall, right? So I am approximately, do I have to share my height? I don't think so, but I'm approximately a certain height. And I don't know what it feels like to be a boy that's shorter than that, right? So why would I get married to someone short and then have like a boy child and then he's like
A
grows up to be
son?
shorter than me? What?
A boy child?
Yeah.
You mean a son?
Sorry. A son. Okay. Imagine I have a son and he's just shorter than me because I marry someone who's like quite short. And then the son grows up and he's like, Dad, my life sucks because I'm short. Like, my dating prospects suck. people look down on me, and I just say, suck it up, kid. I can't, I can't offer him any advice because I didn't go through it. You know, I don't want to be that kind of dad. I want my son to have a better life than me in as many aspects as possible. So I've been disqualifying potential people from my dating pool, even if I think they're cute, attractive, fun, like, like, yeah, that's the context. So
Okay, and then this was all through Discord, and he asked me my thoughts, and I said, my thought is I would focus on compatibility before height. And then, and then, okay, and then the other thing I said was like, okay, but if you're really, he said this like whole spiel, and I was like, okay, but if she's like 1 inch shorter than like than your like limit, but she like is so compatible with you, you date her, right? And he was like, no. and then I, s- and then I said, would you rather be alone forever or marry someone who's 1 inch shorter than your limit? And then you didn't answer, so answer it right now.
you asked me that? Why don't
I
I
did
remember
ask you. Be- the only thing you said after was LOL. I think you're coping.
Okay, like that's not a reality I want to think about, you know, like
Okay, and then my mean question after that, if you remember, was I asked you, do you think you're in a position to be picky like that? But are you? Are you?
so I think if you look at it like concretely, like probably I'm not because
Yeah, sorry. I agree, but
because I've been kind of single in the worst way. Or is it the best way? Maddie, you think it's the best way, right? You think singles being
well,
awesome, right?
I think so where I am now, but like for you, you're like
Wait, you know what you said? You know what you said that I found unbelievable?
what?
Is that if 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 Cha Eun-woo, how do you say his name?
Chaonu?
Cha Eun-woo, yeah. If Cha Eun-woo was at your church, like he was like a normal church guy, you would not date him. That's what you said. And I just
Well,
don't believe
but
you.
that's like it's because like from what I see, obviously, like I wouldn't match in my person. Like, no offense to Chowner, like he's like the most handsome man in the world. Like, no debate.
He
But
might
like,
see this podcast, by the way.
so sorry, Chowner. But like, he's just not like my like. If I knew him in real life and he was just a normal person, like, I think I would get bored. Like, I don't
Really?
think he's that
But
funny.
well,
Sorry,
he's
sorry, I'm
like
so sorry.
multi-talented though. Like
But
I
also, if
was
he's
like
just a
what
normal guy in my church, he's not like super rich. He's not like super like he's not an idol, you know.
but he's like he's the ideal type for so many women, you know.
I think
Plus
just visually, but he does have a
he
good heart. I will say, like I truly
yeah.
believe he has a really good
So
heart.
what else would you need? Like he also plays piano. Did you know that? He
I
plays it
do know
quite
that.
well actually.
Of course, I know that. I've been his
Really?
fan for
I
so
only
long.
found out kind of recently.
Um.
Like
Well,
there's nothing
first
he
of
can't
all,
do.
no, that's true. But like, and I
Yeah.
think like he is very handsome, but like just knowing his personality, like I just don't think I would have like when I think about like a relationship, like I just like would not have
It
a
just
lot of
gives you
fun.
the
Like
ick.
I would be like the more fun person, then I'm just like bored all the time, you know? Like just I would
Yeah.
just have to like make up my time just staring at his beautiful face, you know?
Yeah. I mean that would probably give me enough dopamine to justify
Okay, but
the situation.
you're so like different. Like you're very like physically, visually inclined, you know? Like dude, every time like I ask you I ask you this so many times, but I'm always like, Phil, like if you had a girlfriend, like what would she say that she likes about you? Like if I went up to her and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you're dating Philip, like why do you like him? And then you never have an answer. You're always like, I don't know. She would just say, I can't put it into words. You know what that tells me? It just tells me you have nothing to offer.
No, no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Tell
it's
me.
it,
And
it's when
earlier,
it's not
earlier when you were
The
so
reason
incompetent. You said she would find it cute. That just means you have extra nothing to offer.
mm, obviously I would offer things, you know, but it wouldn't be
Okay, can you just name some so that I know that you have hope?
Okay, what do I bring to the table that
Yes. Yes.
my hypothetical girlfriend would say she likes about me, right?
Yeah, if you really think you could bag Karina, like if you genuinely think that, what would
Okay,
she
well
say that
I
she
don't
likes
think
about you?
that anymore. I don't
Okay.
think I can bag Karina.
What would you say you bring to the table? Obviously, I don't think relationships are about like what you can get from it, right? But there has to be some kind of give and take, you know?
There has to be. Well,
Dude, you can't just be taking all the time.
hmm. But like, but what about Chaunu, right? He can kind of take with the right person. Maybe not with you, but just
But
the fact
but
that
that's
he's
that's not a
so handsome and so charming, it means that he can just like sit there and do nothing, and then his girlfriend, not you, but maybe someone out there will be like, and it's
but
like, oh, here's some food, here's a snack,
but
oh,
that's
and I'll
not
tuck you into bed. And
that's
so,
not
like,
sustainable.
just because he is who he is, you know.
That's not sustainable cuz at the end of the day, if like that's just like living and like living with a statue, like that's not getting any like that's not a relationship.
Okay.
So like
Well,
I think you think that you're like you would just be so like charming like that to your future girlfriend that like you wouldn't have to bring anything to the table, but that doesn't like that's not how it works.
hmm.
You still haven't even answered what you bring to the table.
You know, I think it just takes for a unique person like me, like it will magnetize another type of unique person, right? I'm
But
not
what like
saying
can
it'll
you
work
even
for everyone.
envision like what that would even look like? Like what would your dynamic be like? You know, like you know yourself, you know? Like for me, like I know I'm like a very impatient person. So I know that I would need someone who's very patient. I think this is like very apparent in my friendships too, you know, with and my like my family, you know. Like me and my parents are both like super impatient. So we always like clash on that front. But like someone who I am going to be with for the rest of my life, like they would probably have to be really patient, you know, and be able to like handle my antics. So I feel like in that sense like you need to think a little
But
bit about what you're going to.
but you also didn't describe what you bring to the table in that case. You just said you're impatient. That's
Okay,
taking from the table.
I can name
Okay,
things that I bring to the table, okay?
go ahead. Do it. Do it.
You
Let's do it.
haven't even answered yet. And then you're just gonna copy
You know
my
what you're gonna
answers.
say? You know what you're gonna say? I am so funny. That's what you're gonna say.
Okay, that's one of
I
the
am just
things. But I'm
so
just saying, like,
fun and entertaining. And then, you know, that's also an opinion, okay? That's also an opinion. And
but
maybe
there's a
it's
thing where it's
even
like,
an opinion that I hate.
you, but it's my own opinion about myself. It's just what I think.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell
Why?
me what
Okay,
you bring
why
to
do
the
I have to
table.
go first? I asked you first.
Okay. I bring to the table that if I'm dating you, it means I think you're a great person. So you have that validation in you that someone
That
believes
says
in you.
nothing about you, and that only says anything about that person. Of course, you're gonna date a kind and good person, right? But like,
Hmm.
what can you do for that person that makes you like desirable at all? You know.
Mm, you know, I think it is a good question that I might have to think about.
But what blows my mind is how like you don't know even like a smidgen, you know? Like, you know? okay, so if I had to describe it, of course, yes, I would say I'm very funny and entertaining, you know? That I would be like, I don't think anything, like, most things wouldn't get boring. I think for the most part, I'm like a very caring and kind person. Like, some may say even quite motherly or older sisterly, you know? And I think there are some people who that would, like, match very well with. Obviously, there's also some people who would not match very well with because then it feels like burdensome. It feels like, you know, too overbearing, right? But like in some senses, like it's good, right? Like I have a younger sister,
Yeah.
like I
You
can
know,
take care of her
you
in
know,
that way.
I think I see it, the overbearing part. Like,
Yeah, I know, dude. When I backseat drove you that one time, and I was like, "Do you not like my backseat drive?" And you were like, "No."
I think, Maddie, you need to be with someone that you actually understand very well, you know? Because, like, I feel like if you misinterpret the person you're with,
No, I
and then you
agree.
start being, like, overprotective and
No, okay,
overbearing,
you know, but
and it's
that's
not even what they want 100%.
no,
Like,
I
it's, like, what they
agree.
kind of want.
I think like it can get too much sometimes, right? And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna just like
Mm-hmm.
find some person who is like a complete like doormat and like needs needs help, you know, completely
Mm-hmm.
dependent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
like I think that's like one of my good qualities that I do bring to the table. Okay? Like
Okay. I think you have good qualities. I think you are a caring person, and I appreciate that about you. But I did think about something for myself. All right, you ready to listen to me?
I you know what? I really appreciate that you transitioned that way. Continue.
Yes, it's a little smooth transition, I must say myself. Um, I think I have the ability to talk about things in talk about sensitive things in a non-emotional way. Like like somebody could like tell me something that's like diabolical, and
But okay, continue.
and I would be like, sure, like okay, like we can break it down. Like I won't care that much. Like
You're not
like
judgmental?
true. Yeah, I mean that's a nice way to put it. But like because I don't have like too many like strong preconceptions of like what you should be doing, or maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe that's a controversial take, but I feel like
You're open minded,
I'm
perhaps?
open-minded, right? I'm open-minded. So if somebody tells me like blah 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 blah, and like somebody might go like, "Oh, that totally goes against what I believe," right? But I feel like for me, I can like oh okay, like I just kind of want to understand, you know. In fact, I'm like more interested in you if you like kind of tell me something like that, like oh okay, okay, like so yeah, maybe
Open mindedness
maybe yeah,
is your
open-mindedness,
trait. Okay.
the ability to discuss things without like it getting elevated emotionally in the room.
Okay. Dude, I was
Yeah.
good. I was laughing because when you were like, you can say something diabolical and I'd be okay with it. Dude, you know why? It's because you're freaking like the most diabolical
I
person ever. So the
I know, I know.
so the standard is so low. Okay, this whole thing started with us talking about the height thing.
Okay. So the height. So your question was if the person was 1 inch shorter
But you
than
guys
my
are like,
limit.
but you're like, they're very attractive and she's
Mm-hmm.
like, she is very compatible with you. She takes care of you. She thinks when you're super stupid and incompetent, it's cute. Everything. But she's 1 inch shorter than your limit.
Well, it depends on if I'll have a kid slash kids with that person.
Okay, but like, why is that like, that was my question that we like went into more. That it was like,
Yeah.
why is the fact that like the like idea that your son is like 5'5" and it's killing you inside, you know?
Yeah.
Like my retort was
Yeah.
like you're saying like, oh, it's selfless to marry someone who's taller so that my son is tall, so my kids are tall. But I said I
Yeah.
think it's more selfish to live so that just specifically for height, right? Like it's selfish like to your future wife. It's kind of selfish to your son too, like, oh, like I made you tall, like I don't have to care about if you're a kind person or not. You're tall, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like
So I guess the thing is, there's like a harsh reality, right? Like some girls are not going to be into you if you're not a certain height. And it's like a harsh reality that I kind of want to protect my son from. But I think as a counterpoint, there are many other harsh realities in life besides that. So why am I so fixated on that single one? I guess that's the question that I need to like think about. Like why am I so worried about this potential barrier that a certain subset of women are not going to be into my short son, um, instead of being worried about something
I
else
think it's
like
like
yeah, like being a good person or something.
or whatever.
Yeah, and
Being a good
I
person
did.
or
I
whatever. I
think I
don't know.
did like message in that discussion like something I had like realized from that.
Yeah, we had
But you can
we
go
had a
ahead before we get to
conclusion.
there.
Okay, my
Okay.
like counterpoint in the middle of it was like I was like, imagine your son
Yeah.
does come out short, right? Like he's shorter than what women desire, right? But it's like, are you gonna raise your son to like be like, oh, sucks? Or are you gonna raise him to be like, you know what? You were born like this. It's an obstacle you're gonna have to face. Like, I believe that you can get up and work harder, and like, also like the way that you look doesn't define like, you know, what kind of person you are, etc., etc. And then the other thing is like, if you marry this woman, like your wife, just because she's like taller, like say she's like a taller than average like woman, right? But you don't get along with her, like she's like your son's gonna have like a terrible family life. I would rather be like physically, like visually, like unappealing. Like I would rather have like a happy family, than just be short. I don't know, like I feel like that's such a drop in the bucket. It's like such a stupid thing to work. Like there's so many like short people who are short men who are like successful. There's so many short men who are kind. Like so many short men who are attractive as well. Like because because they're kinder, because they're successful, or because they're blah 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 blah. Right. So there's so many things that you can teach your son to like. If anything, like you should want your son to be born short so you can teach him a valuable lesson.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe you'd say that. That's like a curse on my next generation. Take it back. Take it back. Okay.
And then that's when we decided that we should make a podcast. Because I thought your take was so
Okay,
diabolical. I was like, everybody else
I
has
need to
to
call you
know.
out because I did ask you, right? Like you wouldn't even date. I don't know whose son it is at this point, but like, okay.
No, I think what you said was like imagine like if
Yeah,
I
if
had a
you had a
short
short son.
son, like if I had a short son, you were like you wouldn't even date someone that short. Like you wouldn't even be attracted to someone who's that short. So how could you just say like, oh,
Yeah,
get over it to your son?
yeah, like
Is that what you're saying?
like your own mother wouldn't be hypothetically, um, how do I say this without sounding weird? But you get what I'm saying, like, yeah.
No, but it's like if there was a guy who was like
Um,
exact like that short, I wouldn't
yeah,
date him because he's short, which is true. Okay, like I'm
yeah.
not
And
gonna
then
date
your
a super
son is
short guy.
coming to you for
However,
consolation and like guidance, right? Like I'm having trouble in the dating like field because of me being short and like these women are not seeing me for who I am. And then you're like, yeah, I agree with the women. like that's messed up.
okay, I wouldn't say that. Like I think I would like to think that by the time my son is old enough to date, like I would have raised him to not box himself in like that. Like if his whole life is uprooted because he's short, like I think I was saying this in the Discord. Like, there are so many other things in your life. Like, there are so many other joys and blessings, and there are so many other obstacles that you would face, even if you were freaking tall. That would again like set you back, right? Like I would not want my son to box himself in like that. Like I imagine I would like raise him to be like a kind and loving person who attracts relationships, like both friends and like romantic relationships, over his physical appearance. And then like he would realize, like his life is so much more than like his height. Like he can do so much more than just be tall. And obviously like it's hard to like cope with things that you can't really help, right? Like you can't just like grow taller. Like you would have to like get those like bone grafting like surgeries that people are getting these days, but like again, like you can't like live your life like so negatively, just because of one little thing. If you like that's just like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, "Oh, I'm short. Like my life sucks." Like, dude, and then this guy has like a loving family. He lives like very richly. He has food on the table and a roof over his head, and he's like, "Damn it. Like I'm just going to like KMS cuz I'm short." Like that's like a terrible life to live. It's like you can't say like, "Oh, like I do this and that." So that's why my life sucks. But, I saw this video of this like little boy who was like, you can't control it was like you can't control how hard the wind blows, but you can control like your sails. It's like that. Like if my son is, I would be like, dude, like get up.
Okay, but I just thought of something else that becomes an issue. All right.
Just because
Yes.
he's short?
It's called the
Oh my
spiral of
goodness.
shortness. Okay. Because if I decide to marry a short girl, my son, he might still be as tall as me, right? Or he might be a little bit shorter, right? So my shorter son, when he's out to date someone, he probably has to date with someone just as short as the person I got with, or even shorter, because like okay, in general, right?
But you
In
don't.
general,
He could like tall
I know
women.
he could like
Like it's
tall women,
very
but will the
possible.
tall women like him? Like maybe, but it's like just like as an odds thing. It's like not very likely, right? So every successive generation just gets shorter and shorter, and my bloodline disappears. Not because there's no one left, but you just can't see them anymore. So
I think a lot of your personal preference is coming into play here. You also said you would only date a woman if she's taller than you by half an inch. So your pool is already very low, and it doesn't even have to be like that. I hope you know that. Like, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have these like standards, and then you're just gonna die alone because you have
okay,
these standards and none of these
I
women
thought you were gonna
want to
say, and
date
we
you.
had these standards, and then the right woman will come and break the standards apart. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No, but it goes back to what I was asking you earlier. I'm like, would you rather be alone forever or like marry like a nice woman who might be an inch shorter than what you wanted her to be? And also, you don't know like genes are so weird. Like one of my friends, which I won't name for privacy, I was like asking her, I'm like, oh, how tall? Because she's really tall. And I was like asking her, I was like, oh, how tall's your mom? She's like, she's not that tall. And I was like, oh, but your dad's like six something, right? And she's like, no, my dad's like my height. And I was just like, how are you so tall then? And
That's
she's like, you
true.
never know. And I think you're just like, this is just like a terrible, like, I'm just so sorry. Like, this is a terrible opinion to have. Like, you have to, like,
Okay,
Philip,
you know,
come on.
you're
Like,
right.
if, Philip, I'm so sorry. If you were like Cha Unu level of like awesome, charming, handsome, sure, go ahead, be picky. I don't care, right? But I'm not gonna lie, like your prospects, let's get a little real here, okay? Like, are, are you are you in a position to be picky? Let's go back to that. How about that?
Um, I think like like the fire is like it's on, right? The fire's like burning, but I'm not like feeling the heat yet. Is how I feel, right? It's not scorching me, right? So that's how I
Oh,
feel about my
okay.
prospects. But, you know,
Mind you, you are
I'm
like 27 years
26,
old or something.
FYI.
Oh.
Um, I do feel that the years are just passing by like really quick. Like I'm not even thinking about it, and then it's another year. So before I know it, it'll be like a scorching house, and I have to be like, I'm fine, but I'm not really fine. But I think you're right because I think like maybe for my son it's like it won't matter but for his son maybe they'll have like the gene editing and he'll be able to edit his son. He'll edit his son to be like really tall and then like no one will have to worry about it anymore. And it's gonna be like in The
No
Incredibles
way.
when syndrome's like, when everyone's tall, no one will be like, really by the time my great grandchildren are like alive, like everyone will be optimal.
But let's get to the like wife who will bear
Okay,
your
okay, okay.
children first, right? Like, are you in a position to think about your grandchildren if your pool is already
Okay, you say
so
so
small?
small, like I'm not talking about like a good portion of women. Like my range is like not that. It's like normal. Like you're like normal, 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 normal. Like it's all normal people.
Okay, but like, okay, based on
Yeah.
your like standards, like the shortest and then like the tallest, like just based on the fact that you said not like only half an inch taller than you and like a certain like bottom height, that's only like 8 inches. And I know there's a lot of women who like fit within those, but it's also like I know you have other standards. Like you like a really high achieving, successful, like awesome, excellent woman. And I'm not saying like women are not excellent. But like I'm saying, like I know your standards and it goes like this. It's
Okay.
smaller and
But why are you
smaller.
so
Like
worried about me? Why are you so worried
I
about
thought
me?
you said
It's like,
it's not that I'm worried, it's more I'm just like, well, okay, worried in a sense that like I'm your friend and I have to be real with you. But it's like that's like the last thing you should be worrying about. Anybody,
the
like in the
last thing.
world.
But
Like
okay, okay, okay.
height.
How can you
Height.
say that when girls care about height? It's like the first thing for a lot of girls, like in terms of physical.
I mean I agree, but you're a man.
So I feel like okay, I don't know.
Okay, okay. You know what? I think it's fair that women have the standards and like your you have these standards as well, right? So like, it's like both
Yeah,
genders can
I
have
agree.
that standard. But like almost like most for the most part, every woman will be shorter than you, you know? So it's like you don't have to have a minimum height, you know? Like obviously like minimum would be like super super short. But I'm not gonna lie, Philip. You're not like super tall from the beginning. So what does it really
That's the
matter?
point. Like I'm not super tall, which is why I need to be more selective, right? If I was like NBA player height, I could marry someone super short and my son will come out a reasonable height. But I'm not. I don't have that.
But
Yeah.
if finding someone to be in a relationship with is only about how
Okay,
tall your
but
son will be,
it's like
are we even sure you will
it's
have a
like
son
it's
at this
not
point?
when I say how tall my son will be, that's like one thing, but it's like a proxy for many things, right? Like it's just like
Okay, name some.
when I date someone and I'm always thinking long term, right? When I date someone, I'm thinking like, oh, will she be a good
Sure, long
mother,
term.
right? Will we mix to have good children, right? Like height is just one part of that. And it's like a big part of it, like one that's easily discussable. But yeah, yeah. But I think we talked about it enough. I think we can kind of go to the conclusion, right? The conclusion of this height topic.
Yes,
Yeah,
the one
so
that you came to. And
go
then
ahead. Yeah.
okay, before you say it, like I was very shocked that you admitted that. I was like, you know what? You're like, that's true. And I was like, whoa, like, you for real? You agreeing? That's what I was thinking.
Well, how did I come to that conclusion again? I thought it was just like a result of our discussion. I don't think it was like something you said. Yeah. Okay.
No, I have it up. I was saying the thing where I think I'll raise my son to not
Yeah.
like box
Mm-hmm.
himself in like that. Like, I'll raise him to be a kind, loving person who's attractive not just because of his height, but because
Mm-hmm.
of his personality, and that he's like a kind and good person, and he knows that he can like move past any small obstacles, whether it's his height, whether it's his physical appearance, whether it's anything he faces in life. And then you were like, you want me to read
If
it?
you think it's appropriate, sure.
Or do you, you were just saying that you're
Okay.
projecting.
Yeah. I was projecting.
That you can't imagine, like, if you were where you were right now, but you were also short, you would have no reason to go on or something like that.
Okay. So what she was saying, or what I was saying before Maddie like broke into laughter, I think. Yeah. I
Butchered
think
it.
I'm I'm projecting basically my concerns to my son because like I'm not living an ideal life. It doesn't mean my life can't improve, but I think my life is not super ideal. So, but I've never had any problems because of my height, right? Like I'm a reasonable height. I
You're
know.
not
I'm
short.
saying I know I'm
You're
a
a
very
good
reasonable height,
height.
and I've never felt like I've had any problems because of my height. But I was like, imagine if I was a few inches shorter, right? Then I feel like with my same not ideal life plus being shorter, like it would like wreck my confidence. Like, um, I wouldn't.
You'd just be way more
Yes,
miserable than you
exactly.
already are.
Which is why I'm being like hypersensitive, right? If like if if I got everything together and I feel great about myself and about my life, and then I could probably be short as well, and I'll be chilling, right? So, but because I'm not in that state right now, I have to project that onto my unborn son.
If you
Yeah,
even
maybe
have
I'll
a
just have
son.
daughters. Yeah, they say I'm a girl dad. Some
Who's
people.
they? Who's they? Who's... Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of that.
So that was a lot about me, but
You
yeah.
okay? I brought it. I brought something I didn't like. One of your opinions I didn't like. So you can bring a one that you don't like
Oh.
of mine.
Um, I don't remember. Okay, okay. Something that annoyed me
Um.
recently. All right. It's when you like chime in the Discord about something. Like, guys, I need advice about
Okay.
something. I need your opinion on this. And then like we all start guessing about like what it's about, like who it's about, and like we're like, and then
Well.
and then you just like kind of entertain it, but you never actually say it. Like you're like, nope, nope, nope. And then so we
Okay,
at
that's just
that
called
point, like
rage
I'm like
baiting.
totally expecting that you will like eventually let us know who it is. But you're like, nope, nope,
Oh.
nope. Like who is it? I'm not gonna say.
Well, because the person that asked me to not
Yeah, but it's
unveil
not
their
just person. It's like
identity.
the other thing we were talking about the other day. What were we talking about? Um, I don't remember, but you were just, oh yeah, about the sleeping thing, right? The melatonin.
Okay, that's different. I'll tell you what that's about
Wait, okay,
later.
I mean that's
Not
you
here.
don't have to
Okay, I'll
tell
tell
me
you
what it's
after.
about, but it's just like I really don't like the way you that conversation went just because yeah,
Really? It was so casual
because
to
it
me
was
in my
like
head.
if I was
Let
to
me see.
describe it, she was like, "Oh, I don't really feel anything
Just
when I take melatonin." Yeah.
okay,
And
okay.
then I was like, oh, I was like explaining to her like, oh, how you're supposed to take it and stuff. and then and then what did you say? You're like, oh, like I don't know. It didn't really work for me, I guess, because I don't really have sleep problems. And I was like,
Oh.
I was
Did
so
you feel did you feel
frustrated.
like I was
Like
like
wow.
did it
Yeah.
feel really? Did it feel like I was invalidating you? I'm like, oh, I don't have sleep problems. I have a
No, it's
great
just the
life.
fact.
And your
It's just
life
the
sucks.
fact that you were like, I don't feel, I don't feel like melatonin works. You said, I don't really have
I
sleep
didn't.
problems. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you even bring it up?
No, no, wait, but no, but it does make sense because when I ate it, I probably would have been like immediately more sleepy, would it not? Or does it work on people like it only works on people who have sleep problems?
Mm,
Cause like I imagine for like a person who falls asleep normally, it would like expedite that process.
I mean, it might. I don't really know.
No?
I don't know the science behind it, but it just like, it's like medicine, right? Like if you're not sick and then you take the medicine, like obviously it's not gonna do anything for you if it's.
Well, it just makes you tired, doesn't it?
I mean, I guess it's supposed to just make you sleepy or something. I don't really want to explain it, but just like stuff like that. Like when we talk, I just
Well, I have a
okay,
I
okay.
have a reason,
I
but
respect the reason. I respect it.
wait, why were you so frustrated? I didn't expect that.
If you understand, you understand. I think this is like a different type of person. Like some people, I think won't get frustrated, but like I do, and only some people understand. I think.
If I thought like you got bad feelings from that conversation, like I would imagine it's because like you were talking about how you have sleeping problems, and then I chime in and I'm like, oh, I tried melatonin, it doesn't work, but I sleep great anyways, and then you're like still there with your
No,
bad
it's not
sleeping
that.
problems, and I'm just
It's
like,
not that. It's
oh
really not that. It's like the two statements combined that, oh, I tried it and it doesn't really work for me. I'm like, okay, that's fair. And the fact that you then say, but I don't really have sleeping problems. So like why did you try it?
no,
Why
but like
like
well,
like
I just tried it, but like I would imagine like it would make me tired even faster than a person with who can't sleep
I don't
very
know.
well.
I don't know.
No?
But it's okay. It, it didn't make me
Well,
feel
that's
bad
my
bad. I was just
reasoning.
like, ah, okay, and then I moved on.
I know, but I'm still shocked that it made you feel like even 1% bad because I thought it was just like a random like
But do you get it? Do you get it now or do you not get it?
conversation.
Because you don't have to. Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll understand when
Okay,
I
okay.
tell you the reason, and maybe
Okay,
you'll put
secret,
two and two
secret.
together.
Um,
Anyways, I can't believe that's what you were frustrated at everything.
I mean, there's like many things, but like I don't want to like. If it looks bad if I just like bring it up. It feels like I'm holding a grudge for all those things.
No, say I'm so
But like
curious.
I literally have told you like every time I'm mad at you like.
I don't remember.
I think there's several times at least.
Oh, you don't want to say it?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I'm trying to look at our.
what do you have going on, or what has happened recently? Just catch me up. And the rest of our audience.
Well, today I had the day off, so I kind of just bummed out
Mm-hmm.
the whole day. Kind of have a headache. Don't know why. Um, so I took an ibuprofen earlier, but it just bummed out. This past weekend was pretty fun. It was my cousin's birthday, so we like hung out as a family, and then at night on the same day, it was like my dad's close friend's birthday, so we went to his house, and we just like ate, and I caught up with like a lot of his like old friends who like knew me when I was like a kid, so that was fun. I'm just like living. Every time like anyone ever asks me like, oh, how's work? People at church will ask me how's work. All his old friends, how's work, how's life? And I'm just like, it's same old, same old. Like, I'm just living the good life. That's what I say. Like, I'm living a great life right now.
And you think it's great? That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
How about you?
Um, so it's actually a quite a busy week, much more than usual. Um, we have a conference thing for work in New Hampshire, which is cool. So that's for 2 days, and then that's a Wednesday, Thursday. But we're going. I'm leaving to go there tomorrow. I'm gonna have to sleep there for 2 nights. Oh, okay. Anyway,
It's a
yeah.
conference?
Uh,
Is it, do you go to conferences often?
no, it's kind of like a big thing. Maybe go to like 2 or 3 a year. Um,
How long have you been working, by the way?
like more than a year now. Uh, yeah. After that, I have a church retreat. So, back to back. Should be fun.
I think you told me about that.
I did, I think so.
Okay. Okay. We only have like 15 minutes left. So we should have like a short topic.
A short topic.
Oh, you know what? I had this idea where, like, maybe in the last like 15 minutes, we should get like a question from like a friend or someone, like we can make like a Google form or something, and then people can like submit their questions, and then we can like have an answer about it. Like it can be like a personal like problem and like, oh, what should I
Oh,
do?
like a
Like, you know, like those
consultation.
like
Okay,
columns.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, or something like that. And then that can be like the last part. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay. Let me go in our notes app. I'm gonna check off this one. Okay. There was something that we were talking about that was like had to do with, was it me? Or was it, it was something about like this is what we were talking about earlier. Like being cool versus like doing
Oh,
nice
yeah.
things. Do you remember that
I do,
conversation
I
we were
do.
having? What was that about?
Wait, I also wanted to get feedback from our listeners. Should we do a hinge date challenge?
No. Okay. Dude. Like when we were discussing this, like this video, like he wanted to like make some kind of like contest where like what like the loser has to go on a hinge date, but I was telling him, I'm like, just say you want to go on a hinge date, like just say that you want to lose and do it, like I don't want to do it. And like, why does this have to be a huge thing?
Okay,
Explain.
because I actually don't want to. Like, I mean, I do want to, but I don't want to. Like, it's too much effort, it's too much time, and like I have to pay money. It's like it kind of sucks, but like I do want that experience, to kind of. I think I learned so much from the couple hinge dates that I did go on. So like I kind of like want to keep gaining that
Dude, so
experience.
just go on one without the challenge. Why does it always have to be a
But
challenge
I
with you? Like,
lost motivation for it. Like I'm not excited for it anymore. I can't do anything without like excitement or some other kind of motivator behind it. And because I'm not motivated anymore, I'm like,
what about getting a wife? What about getting a girlfriend? Isn't that
but I
motivation
don't.
enough to
Like I
get
said, I don't
put
feel
yourself
the
out there?
heat from that yet. Like I'm not concerned so much.
Why does there have to be like
Well, are you not?
like
You're not worried
something?
about getting a husband?
No, because I don't want one.
What? It's news to me.
I think I need one, but I don't necessarily want one.
So,
Nor do I really want one right now.
but you will
Like, if
eventually.
anything, yeah, but like I feel like it's less of a problem for girls than for men. Can I be
No,
honest?
no, there's no way you think that. That's a bad take. It's a horrible take. But I don't want to get into it.
Let me think of
But
it.
basically, my idea was we'll do like a little challenge, maybe in these 15 minutes, in addition with the listener questions.
No challenge, dude.
And the loser,
No
the
ch-
loser will have to go on a
What?
hinge date and
But like,
report back to it for the next podcast. Okay,
dude,
so
I thought this.
the listeners will get to decide. I'm just throwing it out there. Listeners, if you think it's a good idea, you should, whatever platform this ends up on, you should comment that you love the hinge date idea.
No. Okay, this just sounds like you, this is like planning a party with somebody and you really love like water slides and you're like, guys, like at our party, like our party needs to be water themed. Like our party should be water themed. Everybody, like, don't you guys love water? Like, don't you guys love water? Like, we need a water themed party but it's because you personally love water slides. Like, it can't be like that. You just want a challenge so
No,
you
no,
can go
okay,
on a
but I'm
hinge
like
date.
worried. I'm worried because I feel like our lives might be a little bit stagnant to have a weekly show. Like we need to have something new to share.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't need to be like. I feel like the things that we argue about isn't like about our personal lives. Like I think the discussions start from like something that happens in our personal lives, but like there can just like we
Okay?
just generally have opinions on like
Yeah,
random stuff.
fair. But I'm still throwing it out there. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying besides this?
Why do you want? Why do you want a challenge? Also, like, how are we to like if there is a challenge? How are we to decide like who wins and loses? Like the premise of this whole thing is that we just have opinions, like, and no one is right or wrong. Like there's no winning or losing. So how would we even
We
decide?
can worry about that later. But also like because
Okay,
I think
if you want to do it,
no no
then
no
you
no no.
have to figure it out.
The hinge, like I don't know the word for it, but like on Instagram, like at some point I was getting so much hinge content on Instagram and these things go like viral. Like people are so invested because it's so relatable and stuff. Like
Dude, there's so many things that go viral. Why do you like think like, dude, you see one viral video and like, this is the only way to go viral. This is the only. You can't box yourself in like that, dude. Why is your mind so
I mean,
narrow?
okay, whatever. Next.
You can throw it out there, but like, if somebody wants to like have a challenge, or if you want to have a challenge, you need to figure out how it works. Cause I'm not working on that, and it needs to be like, it needs to not be like something stupid. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna figure it out for you, cause I know like if all of a sudden all of our listeners like want us to do this, you're gonna be like, Maddie, like what should we do? Like how should this work? You're gonna be asking me all these questions. You're gonna expect me to figure it out. So you better
No, I
figure it
have no
out.
problem figuring out this type of stuff. Like it's kind of right in my wheelhouse, so I'm all in. So listeners, just do your part and I'll do my part. If you want us to do the hinge challenge, comment hashtag hinge challenge in the comments. All right, Maddie, we gotta move on.
Hashtag.
We gotta move on to something else. I think they're getting bored of us discussing this.
But I feel like this is like a discussion. Like why does this podcast need a challenge? Like tell me
Just
why.
for
Like,
variety,
it makes no
like we'll have
sense.
like the first segment is us
We
going
don't
over
need variety. We
opinion,
just
and then we have the Q&A, and then we have the challenge.
it's only an hour, and I know we can discuss for an hour.
But like I get tired discussing for
Like
too
45
long,
minutes.
like
Dude, we've discussed for so long before.
okay. Um
And we have all of these
okay.
these
Oh yeah,
ideas
we were
too.
talking about that, right? The being cool versus doing
Our
nice
notes.
things.
Yeah, we only have like 6
Okay, I think
minutes left.
because we already kind of went over it, so we can discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start what you meant by that. It was about what women find attractive.
I think it's because you were challenging me, right? About what we were talking about earlier. You're like what is your fictional girlfriend gonna even like about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I might have said something like I don't want her to like me because I'm like so nice to them. Like I kind of just want them to like me because they like me for who I am. Like they think I'm cool or something.
But who are you? That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what my question is. I'm like, you like, unless they're like brainwashed, you know, like Stockholm syndrome or something. Like there has to be like a reason. Like sure that they can like just like you for who you are, but like who are you, you know?
But that's for them to like figure out, you know, like if I just lay it all out there, then like, it takes away the intrigue, don't you
But
think?
okay, but this is my but it's like so bewildering to me that like you don't know like yourself, you know?
I don't think it's that I don't know, but
Like you just want it to like fall like you just want her to like fall in front of you and she's like the perfect girl who loves you perfectly, you know? Like that doesn't make any
yeah,
sense. Obviously like I'm not an expert in finding like a relationship or
yeah.
whatever, but
I
like
mean, we're both not experts, Maddie.
but like I think and this went into the next point where it was like it doesn't even for me, yes, I haven't been in a lot of relationships, but I think it can apply to any relationship, like your friendships too, or like your relationship with your family. Like, yes, like if I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, like, why do you love me? And she was just like, I just like you for who you are. And I'd be like, Mom, but like, who, like, why? Like, what part about me do you like? She's like, don't worry about it. I just like you for who you are. I'd be like, she doesn't like me. Like I don't know, you know? It's like, even ask, like, I think we can name it, like, Brian and Austin, right? Like, if I ask them, like, oh, why do you like me as your friend? Or you ask them, like, why do you like me as your friend? Like, they would be able to say things about you. Like, if if I asked you, like, why do you like me as a friend, there'd be things you could say. If you asked me why I like you as a friend, then, like, there are things, there are things that I could say.
There are. Okay. But
Well, I don't know. Actually, that was one of my conclusions is, like, I don't know. Why am I your, why are we friends? Austin, Austin said some cuss foul.
wait, I don't think they heard. What did he say?
What is it called? Sunk
Oh yeah, sunk
cost?
cost. It's a sunk cost. Too much invested in me, can't let go. Um, yeah, I mean, it's all valid. It's all valid. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I think we discussed it enough. But I think my point was more like, ideally, like, I find her attractive. She finds me attractive, and so we don't feel like we need to justify each other like by
But
doing
like,
nice
what does she
things
find
for each
attractive
other
about
so
you?
much. Why are you so
Like,
why
can
do you
you,
care so much about
like,
this?
can you even name like a physical part about you? Like, oh, I'm, I'm acceptable height. You can't even say that.
uh hmm. But that's the thing, it's like not everybody would find me attractive. Like I mean, there's like a small population that might, and like the other
But,
population won't
but you
even look
keep
at me.
saying like they're gonna find me attractive. They're gonna find me attractive. But it's like, what is it? Like, what is it? Like, why? You know? Like, name things why you think Karina is so attractive and charming.
Karina.
You said she works
Oh
hard.
yeah, she works hard.
Like she has a beautiful like small face. She has
Okay,
big
yeah,
eyes,
yeah.
right? Beautiful
Mm-hmm.
hair. She's great at
Mm-hmm.
dancing and
Mm-hmm.
singing. She's like I like as I don't know why am I gushing about her? You go.
I like her leadership within the group. It's like
Mhm. Mhm.
um, it's charming, and oh, her smile is great. Like she can look kind of like stony, like ice cold, but then like her smile is very like surprisingly sweet. You know, so I
Mhm.
like that.
So it's like how do you not like someone could talk about you like that, you
But would
know?
Karina describe herself like that? Like, does she have to?
I think she would be able to say things like, "Oh, I think I am a good leader," right? Like I think I have a nice smile. Like there's like people can say those things about themselves. So it's like one part about you that I don't understand is like why you can't like pinpoint things that are like good about you. I think maybe it's like you always say like bad things about you, which I think, you know, is very self-reflective, but like you should be able to say good things, you know, like why would somebody like you? Why do your friends like you, etc., etc.
I don't I don't feel like I overly say bad things about myself. Like I think I also like
No, I
I
think you can recognize like specific
I'm
things.
like fishing for like compliments too. Like I also want to hear good things, you know. Like I think I do both. Like oh hear like bad, here's like the good. Um, but I can say some stuff. I I think I'm like a creative person, so I don't really want actually someone that's like so into my like ideas or thoughts cuz like it's not productive, but I want someone who like appreciates that part of me and is like able to help facilitate it into a practical productive direction, right? Like a practical conversation or like it comes out and then she like pushes me to do something with it, you know. But she would also have to like that aspect of me as well. She would have to enjoy bringing out the good, like someone who sees potential in me and believes that she can like help bring it out. Like that would be good. Yeah.
So you're a creative person
Hmm.
who can't put plans into action.
Yes.
Okay, that's one
Yeah.
thing. That's good. Anyways, it's been an
Okay,
hour.
good.
I think moving forward, we should have topics, at least one topic planned, and then it can like devolve into like a different
Okay.
conversation. So, yeah, I think that was a pretty messy first episode.
Oh, we gotta say our thing. Okay.
Okay, you say it. You made
But
it
you have
up.
to say the last part with me.
I'll say the
Okay,
last
okay.
part. I'll say the last
So
part.
that was our first episode of I Don't Hate You. I
No, but that's not the name of the podcast.
Fine, should we take out
It's
the
just called the I Hate Your Opinion
then we okay, we'll
podcast.
take out the
All you
just. We'll take out the just, okay? I
even
don't hate your
dude,
opinion.
even to the
Wait,
even to
I
the
don't hate
end
you.
arguing. I
I
hate
hate
your
your opinion.
opinion.